Welcome back to Purple Tent. I'm at my place. You can see the pond behind me. My house, the house that I bought several years ago, and raised kids. And this is the kind of house, and you'll see some pictures of it. This is the kind of house where a lot of my friends came over. We did a lot of like May Day parties, Halloween parties, midwifery day parties. I had several babies born here in the house from clients. It was a really nice place just to get my bearings after I sold my other house after a divorce. So I really feel fond about this house. But as all things, it's time for a change. As all things, you move on, you go to a different path. And so as you know, I've been in India for the last 6 years. So this house has been rented out to someone else. I'm going to sort of pan around so you can see. I love the pond. The pond has always been my favorite. So one of the things I was thinking about as I was doing my drive up here, and I've driven that road from Birmingham to Decatur, which is just over an hour, so many times, and brought back all these memories of my life for the 14 years that I was a midwife here, but I think 7 of those were here in this house. And I see the rest stop where sometimes after a long birth or 2 a.m. or 6 a.m. I would stop at the rest area and just take a 20-minute nap because I knew I couldn't make it, and then I would come home. And my kids were always here and waiting for me, usually having something made for dinner, or I just came in the middle of the night and went to bed. So as I think about all these memories, one of the things I think as we get older, we start to think about our life and just how much life we have lived. So I begin to think about some of the things that I have been in my life. So many things. I've worked for Dairy Queen. I've worked for the phone company as a long distance operator. I have worked as a midwife. I've worked as yoga teacher. I've worked as a fitness trainer. I've done all these different things in my life, and I'm pulling it all together now so that I can see what I want to be for the next 7 years. Because one of the things I found, I sort of looked at was my life is in a series of 7-year cycles, which is pretty common. So I had 14 years of midwifery here in Alabama. Then I will have 7 years of midwifery in India. And then I'll be coming back and starting a whole new life, sort of reinventing myself, figuring out what I want to do now as I'm getting older. What are some of the skills and the experiences that I have had that I can now put to use? So what I wanted to do was just remind you to sit back, maybe take a journal out, take some breaths, and list some of the things that you've done throughout your life. Some of the skills, some of the experiences, things that you've done in your life that maybe now you can turn into something that you can do as you're getting older. And it doesn't have to be this full-fledged job. It can be just helping someone, expressing how grateful we are for the life that we have. I recently had a tarot card reading which really explained all this to me, but one of the number one thing that the tarot cards reminded me was to be grateful. To wake up in the morning, be grateful where I'm at right now, be grateful for where I'm going to go, and just let the universe bring me where I need to be. And that's what I'm doing, and I really hope that's what you're doing. So let's journal. Where have you been? What have you done? What are some of the things that you would like to do in this life now? And once you figure that out, move forward. Whatever's going on in your life, whatever changes are going on in your life, try to figure out, where have I been? Where do I want to go? And how can I get there with the things that I have in the past? Because those things in the past have shaped who you are, have shaped where you're going. And if you want to change it, then change it. Go to a different path. Anyway, I love my house. I'm going to miss my house, even though I haven't been here for 6 years. But I'm hoping that in the future, the universe will show me something else. Anyway, please do that. Leave your comments about some of the things that you're finding out about yourself. I'd love to hear. Peace out.